So we have the glove. We have a third letter. Of course, TMZ, you are right in the middle of that. Let's start with the letter you received today and the differences between this and the first letter you received.
Well, the first letter was a ransom letter, and it had a Bitcoin address. And as we told you yesterday, Sean, there was activity in that account. This letter that we got this morning is not a ransom letter. It is a letter saying that this person who wrote
will share that information for 1 Bitcoin, which is worth around $67,000. According to the report, no Bitcoin has been deposited into that account yet, and both the FBI and Sheriff's Department have been notified. Harvey Levin pointed out that if this letter is fake, it's a serious crime, criminal fraud. There's also mention of a video that was released just yesterday, showing someone investigators believe may be connected to the case. Law enforcement is apparently focusing on 3 key items: a backpack, gloves, and a gun. The backpack looks like it might be a Walmart Ozark Trail model, which could help investigators track purchases. The gun placement, held in what seems like an unusual holster for that type of weapon, caught people's attention. And now, Fox News Digital is reporting that 2 gloves have been found, which could potentially contain DNA or fingerprints. As an everyday person watching this unfold, it's hard not to feel a mix of hope and frustration. Hope, because after 10 days, there's finally some tangible evidence to work with. Frustration, because we all want immediate answers, and investigations just don't work that way. The comment made during the broadcast really stuck with me. This isn't Dateline. This is real life. That's important to remember. We're conditioned by crime shows to expect resolutions in an hour, but actual investigations are painstaking, detail-oriented, and often slower than we'd like. Let's talk about these letters for a moment. On one hand, someone genuinely might have information and wants payment for it, though that raises ethical questions. As the broadcast mentioned, there's a $50,000 reward being offered through official channels, so why risk federal charges for $17,000 more? One theory suggested is that some people don't trust they'll actually receive official rewards based on past controversies. That's possible, I suppose. But it also could be someone taking advantage of a tragedy for money or even trying to mislead the investigation. Then there's the evidence itself. Finding 2 gloves is interesting because, as was pointed out, it seems strange that someone careful enough to cover their entire face would accidentally leave behind both gloves. Did they panic? Was it intentional misdirection? We simply don't know yet. And the video breakthrough, using what was described as reverse AI lighting to get a clearer look at someone's features, could be huge. Facial recognition technology and good old-fashioned "someone recognizes this person" tips have solved cases before. What gives me some cautious optimism is that multiple agencies are involved. They have specific items to trace, and modern investigative tools are remarkably sophisticated. Store records, surveillance footage, DNA analysis, these aren't magic, but they're effective when used systematically. At the same time, we have to be realistic. Not every case breaks quickly. Not every piece of evidence leads somewhere useful. And we have to trust that professionals are doing their jobs even when we can't see immediate results. I also think it's worth acknowledging the family's experience here. 10 days is an eternity when someone you love is missing. The public attention might help generate tips, but it also means living through your worst nightmare while the world watches. That's an aspect we shouldn't forget while we follow the investigative details. So where does this leave us? With more information than we had yesterday, but still plenty of unknowns, the investigation continues. Evidence is being analyzed. Tips are hopefully coming in. And somewhere, a family is waiting for answers. If there's one thing I'd encourage, it's patience paired with attention. If you live in the area and saw something, a vehicle, someone buying specific items, anything unusual, authorities need to hear from you. But for the rest of us watching from a distance, maybe the best thing we can do is let investigators do their work without assuming we know how it should unfold. This is a developing situation, and we should all hope for the best possible outcome while staying grounded in the reality that justice, when it comes, often comes slowly.